safety is barely more than a fantasy. And even if systems are disconnected and claim to be highly secure, there is always a way in. Especially for institutions or groups with the right amount of money wanting to make a major impact.
Here we have a typical switch controller you might find in thousands of locations throughout the United States. These switch controllers power switches at these substations like we have here in the model. Substations are then connected to things like baseball stadiums, large office complexes, or even shopping malls. By implementing these smart switch controllers, we can manage up to 20 of these locations from one central location. If you look here to my left, up on the large screen, you can see the HMI, or human machine interface, that's used to control all of these switch controllers in a local area. By doing this, we save a lot of maintenance costs because we don't have to have someone driving around in a van checking on these substations to make sure everything's up and running. Most of these switch controllers, have been deployed using either default passwords or very weak passwords. So they're easily found using a tool like Showdown that we told you about earlier. And it's very easy to go ahead and take control of this switch. I'm going to show you right now just how easy that is. Jay, would you go ahead and run the attack for us, please?
Today, in person, would you please welcome Mr. Neil Diamond.
I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong.
Now you can see that power has been lost. You can hear over the loudspeaker what's happening.
Of any kind, but obviously the players are milling around, and we've got a lot of officials running around wanting to get this game back on. We will step away for a moment.
So as you can see, there's pandemonium in the stadium. Nobody knows what's going on, so the technicians there in the local area check and make sure everything's okay. When they find out there isn't a problem, they call back to the central operator location and tell them about the problem. Well, the operator can see via the HMI that the switch is indeed open and power's out. However, he can't just turn it right back on because he's not sure what caused it, not sure if somebody's laying on an electrical line or whatever, so he has to dispatch a technician. So it may take an hour or more for that technician to get out there, especially if it's on a Sunday evening or something like that. So the people are just going to have to go ahead and sit around and wait. So what happens usually, a smart attacker like this might decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and turn the power back on. So we're going to simulate that right now. Jay, would you go ahead and hit reset and turn the power back on? Here you can see the script running to turn the power back on. And in a minute the lights will indeed come back on.
Touching hands.